It is time. The gruesome challenge has become public to all players that are attempting to compete for that sweet new gruesome GUS skin. And most of you are definitely curious as to which brawlers are the best for every game mode in this challenge, and I will provide that information for you. Before we start, I have added timestamps so that if there is a certain part of the video you want to go to without wasting any time, you can do so by checking the timestamps, hoping to get the answer that you have wished for. Starting off, we have Gym Grab with the map Last Stop. So the best brawlers I would say for this map are Mo, 8-Bit, and Surge. This is a very strong comp for this map, and trust me, you'll see why. You're going to have Surge go immediately to the left where all the bushes are at, and the main reason why is because Surge is a really good anti-tank brawler. Tanks will be in those bushes, so be quick to get your super and take advantage of your range against those tanks. 8-Bit will be controlling mid as well as being the gym carrier, because you will be very surprised as to how good 8-Bit is in this map. With his plugged in star power, he can use that speed and pair it with his range so that he can control mid, and believe me, he is insane with this pair. He is insane. Lastly, for Mo, you want to go to the right side of the map and check the bushes so that you can control the right side, and combine that with 8-Bit's range and Surge with the range on the left side. Dude, it is deadly with what you can do with these three in this map. After we finish the Gem Grab stage, we move on to Bounty with the map Hideout, which is going to be a very open map. So here are brawlers I would highly recommend. First, we have Nani as the mid control brawler, because I genuinely feel like Nani is a good way to counter those long range brawlers like Piper and Mandy, Belle, etc. Speaking of Mandy, she is without a doubt going to be a must pick because of the insane long range that she has. It is crazy. You can use your long range to your advantage and make it so that you can keep your enemies from getting close and get those kills from afar. Next, we are going to have a thrower for this map, and that is going to be Tick. I find him better than any of the throwers you would go on this map, mainly because of his range. Most of the time, you are going to encounter another thrower that is behind those walls. So that is where Tick's super comes in, and Tick's head could just counter those throwers, probably open up the map even more if he hits those walls. Next, we are going to play Heist with the map Safe Zone. It's obvious which brawler everyone would think is good here, and that's Chuck. But let me tell you a different brawler that I find better than Chuck. The one brawler that I would highly recommend is Melody paired with her shield gadget, and you'll see why. At the start, you want to get your super as fast as possible and go directly to the enemy's heist and deal as much damage as possible, while using your shield gadget to keep you alive even longer to deal extra damage. Next, we are going to have a damage dealer brawler. So that one brawler I would recommend is Cole with any of his two gadgets. It really doesn't matter. You can use the reload gadget for extra damage or silver bullet to open up the map even more. Use your range to your advantage to try to deal a lot of damage on the enemy heist, especially when he has his hypercharge. And it's obvious which is the third brawler everyone is going to be picking, and that's Chuck, especially in this game mode. Now I just want to say congratulations if you have made it this far to the challenge, because lastly we have our final game mode, which is Knockout with the map Out in the Open. Now let me tell you, this game mode can be very stressful, especially it being the last game mode in this challenge, so you must be very careful. This is the game mode where out of the past 3 game modes that you have passed in this challenge, this one is very crucial for your team, because if one person completely messes up, it will mess up your chances to win in the round. It will just leave the enemies to a 3 versus 2, and you don't want that. Now let's dive into the best brawlers for this map, which are going to be Jean, Angelo, and lastly Nani. Jean will be control of mid because he is the best, mainly because of his range and the help of the vision gear. Getting the locations of the enemies in the upper bushes is a huge way to take advantage and shoot specific areas as to where the enemies are at. Next, for Angelo, you will want him to be going through the water on the left side of the map. So as soon as the game starts, for example, you immediately start charging your attack, go through the water. And the one thing I would wait for is if Jean lands a hit on any enemy, you can take your shot while those enemies are exposed for just a couple seconds. Lastly, Nanny is going to be very good at countering any snipers because 9 times out of 10 you will queue snipers like Piper, Mandy, Belle, etc. So there you have it, the best brawlers for every game mode in this challenge, and wishing you guys the best of luck to unlocking that gruesome GUS skin. Thank you so much for watching and have a blessed day.